Hi, I'm Cyrek, and welcome to Let's Play LucasArts. Joining me is QuantumCrayons.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
So, actually, we're playing Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. Have you played this before?
Now, I've played the other point-and-click one.
Last Crusade?
That would be it.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to spoil something for you really quickly. To start off, Indy is going to be searching for a statue, and it's going to take his journey all the way across the street from his office to Caswell Hall, which is a part of Barnett College where he works. Now, how do you think he's going to get into this building at his place of business?
I think he's going to use teleportation out of Star Trek,
Okay.
which he found
No,
in his travels.
not quite.
Oh, okay.
He's going to whip through the fucking
All right,
window.
Jones, how you gonna find that
Now-
statue and all this junk?
Fate is a point-and-click adventure game. For this intro, we don't get the full interface. We can just look at things and click on them, and Indy will give us a description,
It's a stone carving of Shiva.
like so, or something will happen. So
It's a copy
we're
of an
looking at the
Egyptian
statues.
statue of Horus.
Okay.
Apparently, these aren't the ones that we're looking for.
These aren't the statues you're looking for?
No. This one's peculiar, so let's check that one out.
Oh, well, yep.
Oh, Indy. Better watch your step.
Background art by William L. Fagan.
So, this is an older game. It was released in 1992 for the Scum engine for Windows and DOS.
Yep, the best engine for point-and-clicks.
Of course, the script creation utility for Maniac Mansion, developed by LucasArts. So now we gotta get out of here. Let's take a look at that arrowhead. The game
It's
was
from the Shaman
re-released
collection.
in '93
Very
on
sharp.
CD with voiceovers. That's the version that we're playing now.
Okay.
But we gotta get out of here.
Which version is the one on Steam?
The talkie version. Oh, Indy, come on.
That crazy indie.
I know, right? Yeah, it was re-released on Steam in 2009, and it's of course the talkie version that was released on CD.
Right. I have it here to play, but I've never got round to it. I played a little of The Last Crusade, but not enough. But enough to know that this is the same kind of game.
Let's see what we can find in here to help us out.
Man, books
Lots
on
of books.
Books on pots,
Books on statues. That could be useful.
These books don't look familiar.
Jesus.
These are the weakest floors in the world. And Indiana Jones has the most powerful spine in the world.
These guys right here, original music and arrangements by, they deserve special kudos. I think that they did a fantastic job
This is good
on
music.
the music in this game. I think it's absolutely fantastic, particularly considering that it's MIDI.
Absolutely, yes.
Better get that roof checked.
Oh, Indy.
Cat figurines. Figurines are statues, right?
Possibly
pretty
an
much.
ancient Mesopotamian cat god.
Fascinating.
How does he know it's Mesopotamian? Well,
Because he's an archaeologist. Jesus
just
Christ.
looking at anything. Oh, yeah, this is Mesopotamian. How'd you know? It's just made in Mesopotamia.
A special hand for Doug Lee as Indy. I think he does a fantastic job.
He's pretty good, yeah.
Actually, all the voice actors are very good. To me, it's disappointing. The guy that portrays Marcus Brody, while he's a good voice actor, I don't think he sounds anything like Marcus from the movies.
It's too slippery to walk up.
As I found
So-
on my way down.
So where do you think we're going to find this statue?
Fine sample of bitumen.
In the fire.
It's a greasy old
And
towel.
he'll have to, sort out an
Not
ancient
quite.
cult. Oh.
It's in the lockers.
I'll
And it's
be.
always in the last
Here's
locker
what
you
I've been
check.
searching for.
And with the cat figurines, it's always the second one you look at, no matter which one that is.
That's quite, that's good coding.
Oh, yeah.
Strange looking thing. I wonder where Marcus picked it up.
So this game takes place in around 1939, about a year after the Last Crusade.
Okay.
Oh, and speaking of the music, iMuse Music System, great music system. That is the interactive music streaming engine developed in the early 90s by composers Michael Land and Peter McConnell while working at LucasArts.
Buy it now
But
for
now-
only $19.99.
So we're going to go back across the street to our office. Like I said, it's literally across the street. And that's Marcus on the right there. You'll see what I mean about his voice.
Now, this guy here who's blonde,
I'm
I wonder what he could be.
Indy?
Yeah.
You don't look at all well, Doctor.
Oh, what do you know?
Hmm.
Exploring our collections can be dangerous, Mr. What was your name again?
Smith.
Very original.
Why don't I believe that?
Did you find a lock to match my key?
German accent, last name
that I
Smith.
Take a look.
Now, the
What are you
Germans are
waiting
always
for?
the
Let's
good guys
open
in
it.
Indiana Jones films, right?
Why not?
Particularly
It's an
when they
obvious
take place
fake.
in 1939.
You may think so, Doctor, but I believe we are opening a new chapter in history.
Why has he got a statue of a Darkner?
My word, India, small metal
It does kind of
piece.
look like
Jewelry,
one.
perhaps?
Or an iron knuckle.
I still think it's
Aye.
a fake.
Then you won't mind.
Gasp!
Take it.
Oh, well. Also, why has
Really?
Indy just got a sword in his room?
Stand back, gentlemen.
No, it's just a bunch of stuff he's collected
I
over
hope
the
you've
years,
got
I
a
assume.
getaway car waiting. You'll need one.
I have to say, it looks a lot less cramped than it does in the movies.
Yeah.
What is fate?
This is so exciting, I love it.
Indy needs to get his hat glued on.
This really is a great game. I love it. I played the crap out of this as a kid.
He got away.
As far as I'm concerned, it's one of the
Oh, we
best
got his
Indiana
coat,
Jones
Marcus.
titles ever made.
Now, is it a fine leather jacket?
Hey, what's this? Klaus Kerner, huh?
Good lord, Indy, the man's some sort of agent from the Third Reich.
And he's brought his passport along to prove it.
What does the spy want with a Buddhist statue?
Why would you take your passport to
I
somewhere?
lied, Marcus. I don't think it's a phony.
I'm
I
not
can't
sure.
place the style, but it's old.
I knew that statue was Mesopotamian
Look,
earlier on, but this one, no idea.
An old copy
It's
of
fairly
National
unique.
Archaeology, and there you are in Iceland.
Yeah, field supervisor for the Jastro expedition. My first real job.
Who's the woman?
Sophia Hapgood. She was my assistant, a spoiled rich kid from Boston, rebelling against her family.
But man,
Where is she now?
She gave up archaeology to become a psychic.
Sounds like a good career switch.
How odd.
You can say that again.
Indy, Kerner found you. What if he finds her? We should warn the woman.
she'll see it coming.
Yeah, she's a psychic.
You're right. I want to know more about that statue.
Now I've changed out of the archaeology clothes that I went to the museum with.
You know,
Yeah,
Marcus,
no kidding.
the coldest year of my life was the one I spent in Iceland with Sophia.
They were all in his office, and he literally just crossed the street in his garb and just, like, climbed the side of the building and whipped through the window.
Hold on, I need to put on my hat.
So we have the obligatory red line traveling the globe all the way to New York City on the other side of the fucking state.
Madame Sophia tonight.
And we get the full interface.
Hooray, scum!
The 9 typical options. We're going
This
to
was
look at
taken
this.
a long while ago.
Right-clicking will
I thought
do a
we might
contextual
like each other.
command, whereas left-clicking will typically either just walk somewhere or
Hello there.
have Indy look at it and describe
The
something.
show's sold out, sir.
And you get dialogue options.
Hold on.
No seats, no standing room, no exceptions.
Bummer.
But she knows I'm coming.
Well, let's see if we can't make a phone call. Maybe we've got a connection that can get us into the show.
I can't make a call. I'm
Like
out
a
of
psychic
nickels.
connection?
Oh shit, we're broke. Luckily, you don't need money to steal a newspaper.
Yeah, you can just push the newspaper into the phone box,
It's today's
right?
paper.
Yoink.
It's mine now.
Oh look, a side entrance. Let's try that one.
It's unlocked.
Lucky us.
This music could go well in Theme Hospital.
What do you want, pal? This ain't no ticket office.
Meet Biff. How are we gonna get past him?
I'm with the band.
Madam Sophia doesn't have a band.
Well, that didn't work.
Wait
The
a
one
minute.
thing is that if you do the wrong thing,
Yeah,
you can
what
almost
for?
always back up and try again.
Yeah.
I really need to talk to your star.
That's what they all say, Mac.
I like It's a Matter of Life and Nazis,
I've
but
got
we're not
see
going to
her.
choose
She's
that.
the most wonderful woman.
Don't kid around, pal.
I know that she's
Talking
terrible.
about my idol.
His idol, eh?
No kidding.
I think this is
she's
our
the
in.
greatest.
Me too. There's something about her.
Yeah, she's very smart.
Smart, I'll say. You know what I really
I think
like?
we're onto something
The
here.
way she-
Absolutely.
she-
Whoa.
The way she makes things easy to understand?
That's it. All that smart stuff seems so easy when I'm listening to her.
She puts it in simple English Wikipedia.
Well, there we go. And the music cue.
So now we're in to chat about this wonderful psychic with some guy we just met off the street.
Well, actually, we're going to back up for a second. There's more than one way to crack this egg.
It's unlocked.
We're going to deal with Biff again, but this time we're going to say what we really want to say.
Ticket office.
Let me in, you Darwinian nightmare.
I love his way with words.
Well, what do you think?
I think I'm tired of fancy Dan college boys who use big words, and I think you's better apologize.
I'm thinking not so much.
Well, why should I, you fat tub of lard?
Are you going to make this guy just break into
What
tears?
up, you two?
Here we go. It's the fighting system.
Oh.
Default controls are you click on the enemy high, middle, or low to attack high, middle, or low. You click on indie high, middle, or low to block high, middle, or low, and you click away to back up. If you click away enough, you run away.
More where that came from.
That's
So,
quite a decent addition to the scum system,
Is that
actually.
meatball gone?
It's pretty nice. It's not the best system in the world, but you can toggle the alternative controls, which use the numpad. That's what most people prefer.
Yeah.
Here I go again.
How do you love Biff's Joyzy accent, by the way?
Yeah, I think it fits quite well.
More, huh?
It's pretty great. Good voice acting. I love it.
Wade, I'm sorry I offended you.
I love this.
Oh, in
Let's
that
just
case,
apologize.
what do you
Everything's all cool.
That's how life works.
Let me in, you
Let's just
Darwinian
say the
nightmare.
exact same thing all over
want?
again.
Not too late to apologize, Buster.
I did, though. I did.
Yeah.
Drop
I would love...
dead, humpback
Darling,
head.
I'm sorry I cheated on you. Oh, get out. I'm sorry. Oh, that's fine. Don't worry about it.
So the alternative controls are 9, 6, and 3 are to attack, high, middle, or low, respectively. 8, 5, and 2 are block the same way, and 7, 4, and 1 all cause you to back up for a dodge. Now, my strategy that I used as a kid, which I'm showing off here, is just clicking on the enemy like mad. The best defense is a good offense, and I swear to God, 9 times out of 10 it works.
That's how I win every fight in real life. I just click on them.
Yep.
The bigger they are, well, you know.
But we didn't even have to deal with Biff at all. If we were to continue along to the right, there's a bunch of crates and a fire
It's a
escape.
crate.
All we gotta do is push the crates out of the way. Now, this is a little annoying mostly because of the perspective. It's kind of hard to see what crates are and aren't
Yeah.
blocking your path, where to click so that you can walk there. And you can see me sort of screwing up with this right now because it is an absolute pain in the ass. Sometimes I get through it without a hitch, but more often than not I end up clicking like a madman, pushing boxes back and forth the wrong way.
So did you essentially just give a man concussion and then go, oh, actually, sorry about that.
Yeah, basically.
I'll just use this ladder.
Hey, man.
Man, Indy's a
What
dick.
could I say?
Hold on.
And you come in the same door.
You must be the new
Yep.
doorman. About time they got rid of Biff. He was such a pushover.
Yeah, I sure pushed him over, all right.
I need to talk to that so-called psychic.
It's Madam Sophia to us employees, fella.
Why is his mouth so big?
Excuse me.
I don't know.
Take it easy
Pixels.
and watch the show.
Oh, we gotta watch the
Here,
show.
my friends, is Atlantis,
There's gonna be a quiz, by
as
the
it
way.
might have appeared in its heyday. Glorious, prosperous, socially and technically advanced. Beyond our wildest dreams.
Except me, because I thought this stuff up.
5,000 years ago, while everyone else still wore animal skins.
This actually is pertinent
Mighty
later in the game.
spirits of Atlantis dared to build a city where knowledge and power were united in true happiness.
Until they were overthrown
Centuries
by
later,
the primitive
the
folk.
famous philosopher Plato wrote about it. He placed Atlantis on a continent out in the deep ocean and described how it was divided into 3 circular parts, such as you see here.
And for absolutely
Isn't
no
she
reason,
something? She can go on for hours.
except for him to say that, they stopped the presentation so you can try to
Excuse me.
talk to him again
Shh.
and then
She's
watch
just coming to
more.
the exciting part.
I suppose when you get to that point, you're like, oh, I can't be bothered
Befell the
anymore.
serene city.
In case you were getting bored,
You may
let's
never
give
know
the
for sure.
gamers something else to click on.
Was it the sea level?
I think it's one of those things where it's like, oh
slowly
man, that
creeping
fight with Biff
higher, or
was
the earth
really
itself
intense.
Suddenly shifting.
I need to save in case I can't do
However
that
it
again and I
happened,
lose later on.
Panic must have gripped
Yeah,
the
no
citizens.
kidding.
On that fateful day when proud Atlantis sank beneath the waves.
I love the way they portray Atlantis sinking. Watch this. It just topples over like the fucking Titanic.
Advanced as
Perhaps
to
it was a
where they
volcanic
didn't
eruption,
understand what
and something
foundations were.
remains even now. On
They literally
some
just had some
question,
polystyrene
the
underneath the
great
city.
Spirit who guides my thoughts. The all-seeing Nurab Sal
Oh, here we go.
is silent.
The spirit that guides her thoughts.
I've
Great.
been through this 100 times. The woman never stops.
That'll come up again later.
No Rabsa.
Alright, screw this. I'm going
on.
out there. Or
She's
not.
still talking.
Ah!
No, it's okay.
Excuse me.
No more presentation
Yeah,
for us.
what now?
Thank goodness.
We gotta get rid of this fool.
You look tired. Wouldn't you like to call it a day?
That's like you're chatting him up.
Yeah, sooner or later.
All right,
I get
man,
a
what
little
time you
ghost
get
out
off?
there. That's always a big moment.
I bet that would be a big moment.
Excuse me.
I wish I could fly the ghost out
Yeah,
there.
what
Sounds
now?
exciting.
Isn't there something you'd rather be doing?
We gotta find a way to get rid of him. Let's go.
If you know. Come on.
Yeah, if you know what I mean.
This is my whole life.
I'll show you some business. Seriously, Indy has just suddenly
Don't you have
become.
any hobbies?
If you know what I
Sure,
mean.
I read.
How boring.
What if I give you something to read?
But this is our cue.
I might take a look.
Now, you can give him the article. He doesn't take it. So, we're gonna give him the newspaper.
Here.
If I recall correctly, giving him the article hints
Well,
at his
the
interest
late
in
edition. I
the
wonder if the
newspaper.
Dodgers won. Watch the lights while I find out, okay?
But if he reads, why hasn't he already bought today's newspaper?
I don't know. I like how he does that 360 for absolutely no reason before walking out. Anyways, we've got a lever puzzle. Push one lever on the far side and the lights go yellow, yeah. And then they go green with the other side. That's the puzzle. Push the button, and it's ghost time. Best
There
part
it
of the
goes.
whole frickin'
And I
LP.
still feel the presence of Atlantis through...
I love this ghost. So
May I
legit.
present Nurab Sal, the great Atlantean god of
Deceit!
deceit. Thanks, Indy. Indiana Jones, you've got some nerve.
I like how every female lead in any game or movie pretty much hates Indy's guts at the
Oh,
beginning of it because he
great.
left them on bad
Good
terms.
night, folks.
I know you guys came to come and see this, but bye.
She's just gonna pour the sass out right now.
Come on, mister. I've got a few words to mince with you.
I'd say it's about time.
And now it goes into a fighting minigame.
What did you say to me?
Oh, no!
Put up your dukes.
Looks like Kerner got here first. Stay put.
It was totally Biff.
He was going through her stuff. He's in love with her. He was searching for her
No one
panties.
here.
This is showcasing Indy's fantastic
Or here
investigative
either.
skills.
Well, he's not there. And he's not there. Where did Biff go?
Just a cursory glance. Who cares about Biff?
Biff is dead.
Oh, Indy.
You've killed Biff, Indy. You've just left him on the cold New York street.
How could you miss this? First fuck up, by the way.
Uberman. Fantastic news.
Definitely
Found
says
like
Fritz
a
in the subtitles, but he clearly says Dr. Uberman.
I was waiting for that to sink into the ground and go to a secret German lair.
That would have been great.
He doesn't get the taxi, he walks off.
That's the second time Kerner slipped away.
Well, maybe he wouldn't have slipped
There's
away
a
if you
Nazi
actually,
spy in one with
looked.
old statues.
Have you seen the newspaper?
I love this. Apparently,
Listen to this.
science is
Germans
wizardry.
claim victory in worldwide race to smash the Uranian atom.
He looks like a scientist as
Chief
well.
scientist Dr.
I know,
Hans
right?
Uberman announces plan to harness new sources of energy for the Third Reich.
No, there's a lot of
So?
dialogue options. I'm pretty much more or less going to just
They'll
go with
never
what makes
find enough
sense. If I
uranium.
can sort of go through the majority of
Of
them, I
course not.
typically will.
That's why they're looking for the power of Atlantis.
If there's a dialogue option I neglect that you
Be
want to check out,
serious.
just let me know in the thread or something, and I'll probably throw some
I used to
extra
think you'd make a
videos
good
together to
scientist.
showcase them, if you're really interested.
Yet you stole things from my expedition.
Oh, pent up feelings.
Artifacts such
Yeah,
as
no kidding.
archaeology has never
History,
seen.
man. It's all about the backstory.
You're lucky I don't
Oh,
have your
now I'm just gonna get undressed. Oh, wait, no.
So what if I kept a few
I
pieces
keep these
for
clothes
myself?
underneath just in case I have to
Look
go on an
for a
expedition.
small coppery bead
Yep.
under those clippings in my desk.
He's applying his
do
subtle
you know?
archaeology skills to that desk drawer right there. As he
Wait,
plows through the papers to find a bead.
Kerner missed the grand prize.
he went through everything. He even went through that drawer, but he didn't look
My
up. He went, oh, there's nothing on top. That'll be fine, I'm sure.
Watch closely. The
It's a
bead
transformer.
is made of orichalcum, the mystery metal first mentioned by Plato.
This is important.
Now I'll place it in the medallion's mouth.
Num num num. Why is the whole earth shaking?
Obviously, it's the electric company's fault.
Did you see that?
Yeah, creepy. Is your electric bill paid up?
See? It's the electric
That
company's
was
fault.
perhaps Sal.
I love how Indy
Very
is like a
close.
skeptic right to the bitter end.
Yeah, I just saw a ghost, but no, they don't exist.
Closer than Atlantis, that's for sure.
With all the shit that he's seen.
Suppose I gave this
Man,
orichalcum
I remember when we
business
did that
any
raiding
credence,
thing and everybody
which I
melted,
don't.
but no.
We have no idea where to find your mythical lost city.
Under the ocean.
I'm getting something.
That'd be a good place to start, but it's a
Yeah.
pretty big
You're right,
place.
Sal.
Oh, it's
Please.
Here we go, here we
He
go.
bids us find the...
This is not going to be the last
What?
time she does this.
A book, yes.
A book. Oh, there's
The
loads.
lost dialogue of Plato.
Oh,
Another fine myth.
I love how the
That
music
book is a
matches it. It's
legendary
like, oh, she's doing something.
Oh yeah,
and
that's
then
the
These have
that's the
already found
iMuse
a copy.
system. It was one of the early
You ever
systems
think
to
of that?
fade out and fade in certain tracks based on scripts.
but the way they use
Speaking
it-
of which, cue the music.
You found this stuff in Iceland, right?
This is
Yes,
so yeah,
our
we're getting
old
on
dig
track
site.
now. Music, it's
I
great.
thought so. Who's working there these
I love how
days?
every time Indy speaks in response to
Bjorn Heimdall, I believe.
Sophia, it just goes, ew.
Maybe we
That's
should
it.
pay him a visit. What do you say?
I thought you'd never ask.
The pacing is fantastic. Anyways, and thus begins the adventure proper. Thanks for joining me, and see you next time in Iceland.
Let's go to Iceland. And that's why Indy goes to Iceland.
Take care.
Come on, mister. I've got a few words to mince with you.
And now it goes into fighting
I'd say
minigame.
it's about time.